I really believe that there was this ladder of success, and if we worked really hard and we kept going up the ladder, one day we were going to get off, and there was this great cocktail party, and we were all very thin, and there was great wine and a band playing, and you knew you were successful. This is what I know at 55 years old. There is no cocktail party, and there is no top of the ladder. You go down the ladder a little bit, you come back up a little bit. There is no moment when you have, like, you say, I am a leader. We all have a default future. Our future is going to happen. Somebody mentions this job, you go talk to this guy, you meet this person, it changes your life a little bit. Or you have a desired future. And that's the future you plan and you intentionally work towards every day to get there. And I think that coaches help people get to their desired future. Try to be interested and not interesting. Because I want you to like me, I work really hard to be interesting. What I have found is that when I'm interested in you, you like me a lot better than when I was just telling great stories. So I want to be interested in the people in the room. So curiosity is an important thing for me in leadership. Because if you're not curious about the people you're trying to empower and influence, I don't think you can be very successful. Every word you say and the tone you use to other people matters. And I think it's okay to go back and say, wow, I didn't do that well, did I? That was not my intention. I didn't mean to say that as harshly as I said it. I do appreciate you, but I have a problem that you've been late for 3 days. Can we talk about that? Authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. It's about the choice to show up and be real, the choice to be honest, and the choice to be true to ourselves. We all have values. I didn't know what mine were, but I knew that I guess I knew I had some. I felt like I was an ethical person, but I could not have told you what my values are. What I did know is when my stomach hurt when I told a lie. And I did know how I felt when an employer asked me to do something I thought was unethical. But I didn't really understand when you're out of alignment, you're not living authentically. And I want you to really say, what are my top 5 to 7 values? Circle all the ones that you think are important. Go back and kind of take out those that are not as important and get to 5 to 7 things that you say, these are my values. I've heard Gina say this, but if you say family isn't a value for you, and you work 14 hours a day, and you travel 3 weeks out of the month, you're not in alignment. He said, you can teach anything. You cannot teach nice. You always hire attitude. That has stuck with me for 10, 12 years now since I worked for him. Always hire attitude. But what I think vulnerability is letting your staff or the people that work with you see behind the veil. So for us at LTPA, it may be going into a board meeting and looking at Tiffany and Natalie and saying, gosh, I always get a little nervous when I go into these meetings. And then they go, oh, you do too? I thought it was just, it makes it, we're then part of the team. When I share a little of who I am, you're able to share a little of who you are. And when we put the walls down just a little bit, I think we build trust and we build valuable relationships. That was good. Annie's going to be chairman of LTPA. That was great. Really phenomenal response, Phil. Stephen Covey says that the most important thing you can do for an employee is to give them the whole project, not just a piece of it, and it's their job. They feel the most sense of accomplishment. They feel proud. It's hard to do if you have some control issues. I don't at all. It's not an issue for me. My father looked over at all of this stuff and he said, all of this is about what's behind your name. It is not about you. And when this title goes away, all of this goes with it. And what will be left are the people and the relationships that you have and the respect that you have gained.